So Mark here again. Just want to show you how to use a software called Visio. You'll go into hands-on lab, book yourself a session, get your link, and then go into it. It's in the F121 lab. Actually, I think it's in a bunch of labs, but you guys know how to do F121. So it's just starting up. Okay, whatever. So sign out here. Okay, so you'll sign in like any other lab. Ding. And then your password. Once you're into the site, you'll go to Apps Anywhere. And what you're going to look for is something called Microsoft Visio. So I'll take a look. I'm not sure if it's under Microsoft or Visio, but we'll find it together here. Take a look. It's under Microsoft. There it is there. So it's Microsoft Visio, V-I-S-I-O. Launch that. Close this out. So this Microsoft Visio gives you the ability to do a bunch of different drawings. You can pick what type of drawing you think you're going to use it for. Here's a basic electrical. That's what you're going to start with. And we could start with a create. So this is what we're going to draw on. You can see off to the side here a bunch of different components that you might use for your drawing. It's got thermocouples, it's got lamps, materials. But if you click on different ones here, here's switches and relays, limit switches, fuses, pressure actuated. So there's your pressure switch. Well, you actually drag that onto here. What we'll do is remember I haven't played this in almost forever. Let's see, make this a little bigger. So there's a pressure switch there. And if I'm not mistaken, you can retype at the bottom there, we can say pressure switch. The other thing you'll want to do is connect these with a bunch of lines. So you'll, other things that we have here also, let's see, more shapes. You could search for something. We could search for, let's look for a thermostat. See if it comes up with anything. There's a thermostat there. There's a basic electrical thermostat. There's a thermostat, and under thermostats and relays. So we can have a thermostat. The other thing you might want to do is we can connect some wires together. So we can connect one here, right? And you could double click on that wire and change it any color you want. Line, so we'll make this, I don't know, green wire. So this is how you could do your drawing. Now, you will struggle with it a bit. It's not the best in the world, but it is a way that you can do the drawing based on it. You'll see a bunch of different things here. I haven't personally played on it and did the diagram, but the last 4 years of teaching this course, every student has used this and have worked with it in order to draw the diagrams. So you can find different ones here, stencils. So these are all shapes, fundamental items, basic stuff, lamps, you'll take a look and see. If you can't find what you want, there's a capacitor, a ground. So if we have a ground in the system, qualifying symbols, 4-phase multiple wires. So how to connect wires together. And there might be some tutorials on this also. So what you want to do is draw your diagram first in on paper, and then replicate it up on this using diagram, and you could use the colors that attribute to each one of those different wires. So you'll have an L1 and an N, and then just go through the 120 volt side and then the 24 volt side. Most students, you're going to do the best you can. I'm not expecting stuff that it'll be crazy perfect, but for the most part, you should have a good fundamental way of creating this thing. So switches and relays, I know, has a lot of stuff that you guys need in order to make this this diagram. And again, you can just search for whatever you need, and it'll be there. So it might be better off to drag all your stuff in, and then connect all the wires to that, and you can make a legend. Legend might be at the bottom. You could create a little box off to the bottom and put that this guy here is the pressure switch. Oops. And that the pressure switch is designated as that. So just an idea how to do it. If you want to save it, you're going to go File, Save As, and then you'll go on your personal drive or the Georgian College site, wherever you want to do. You can save it, come back to it later. Also, this Visio gives you the ability to, let me go File, New, and I'm going to pick a flowchart. And we talked about this flowchart as being something that we could utilize. Let me see what we got here. US doesn't matter. So we'll create here. So a flowchart. So you'll start with a process if you want up here. And in this guy, you'll type in here thermostat R and W make. So you have a call for heat, whatever, thermostat. And then from there, you could say what else is going on. If you take a look here, you can have another block right there, and you'll say thermostat call, so maybe heat relay is powered. Oops, sorry. I forgot to tell you. Anyways, you kind of get the gist of it, and then you click on the next, or tell me what's going on this way, or you can go this way. So it's an easy way of doing a quick sequence of operation. You're going to kind of take it into everything that happens. You also could get into what is probably not happening or something that's not working properly if you want to get to some troubleshooting parts of it. You can change the colors of these. You can change different shapes. It just gives you an idea of how to do it. So this is an easy way of doing it. And then again, File, Save As, and then you'll save it to your drive as you need to, right? So again, that's under Visio. Let me get out of here. I don't want to save that. We'll get out of here. Don't save. And then you're back to your main screen, and then you can get out of here from here. So an hour, a bit more, you can have a good drawing done. You'll play with it a little bit. You'll probably be frustrated at some point with it, but you'll do the best you can, and we'll go from there. All right, so that's my once over on how Visio works for this software. Thank you.